Morning, everybody. I actually got a strange question from somebody. What are Eskies? Okay. Well, let me see if you can see them. Those white fluffy puppies, those are Eskies. It's a nickname for American Eskimo dog. Um, so, for those of you who don't know me all that well, you probably wonder because there's so much in my life that is really kind of not positive and all of that. Not a whole lot of just pure negative, but just not a lot of super happy. What makes Amber happy? Truly happy, just for no reason, makes her smile and giggle and makes everything bright in her life and good. Rain. Look at this. We have clouds. We get maybe a dozen rainy days a year where I live, where it's more than just a couple of drops that hit the ground and they dry up. And it has been raining since about 3:30 this morning. The ground is all nice and wet and muddy for the puppies, which, thank God I have tile and no carpet. And I'm not supposed to be out in this because of my pneumonia, but it's actually below 70 degrees, which is a rarity for us. I love the cold, always have my entire life, because I grew up in 130 degrees. But the rain, it's clean and it's fresh. And here in the desert, and especially in the Arizona desert, rain has a special smell. And it's a very sweet smell. And scientists are telling us that it's not the rain that we're smelling, it's a plant called creosote. That Arizona's desert is covered in creosote. And when it gets wet, it lets off this sweet smell. And I've seen rain in Tennessee, Kentucky, all over, the United States where I traveled growing up. But there's no rain that smells like our rain. It's so beautiful. It's just a sweet, gentle, clean smell. And I wish to goodness that we could bottle this smell for the rest of the world, because it's everybody who's ever been to the Arizona, Phoenix area, like Bev, you used to come out here a lot, our smell during rain is just, it's its own smell, and it's just beautiful. So for new friends of mine like Steph, I wanted to let you know, yeah, there are days I wake up and it's raining, and I'm just instantly happy. It just feels clean to me. It's cold. It's rainy. It's childhood memories. My grandpa, my dad, going fishing. It's all those things that brought me the joy growing up. And throughout the years while I was, a young mom, we would go out and play in the rain. I know that sounds like a bad mom, right? But when it's warm enough, it's okay. We get some good summer rains during the monsoon season. But for us to get a winter rain, oh, it's the most beautiful thing. So it's going to get darker for a minute because we're walking through my house. This is my stupid mudroom. It is the most useless room in the world. It's too small to do anything with. So my grandson's room is off to my left. We're walking through my very disastrous living room because we've got boxes out that are full of Christmas decorations and lights from generations gone by. And we're going through them to see, what survived the move and everything else. And I've got happy puppies running around and my grandbabies in the kitchen having breakfast. And we're going back in my room to have coffee because I cannot function without coffee. It's a Navy thing, I think. That or it's just a Rendleman girl thing. So, anyway, for any of you who ever wondered, that is my happy thing. That is the thing that no matter what, no matter how bad a day may be, will make me laugh and smile. And it's rain. Strange thing, right? The rest of the world gets rain, so you probably don't see it the way we do. Even New Mexico gets more rain than we do, and obviously California does. But this is the one place where rain is such a rare event, and it's truly an event for us. The problem we have is the buildup of oil on our roads when it doesn't rain, makes the first 12 to 24 hours, the roads are very, very slick and extremely deadly. Because we have, this is snowbird season. It's what we call it. It's when all the folks from, you know, your neck of the woods in Canada or Michigan or anywhere else that is snowy and ice cold right now, the older people, they come here. And they have places in Sun City and Sun City West, and you don't want to drive there. Because they drive like 25 miles an hour in a 40. It's dangerous. So, we just don't see a winter rain very often. And when we do, it really is dangerous on the roads until that oil washes away. And then the drive is beautiful. I just love the clean of the rain. It's like I said, my grandpa used to say this was God's way of cleaning the earth. His tears. And I always thought it was sad that God cried, and my grandpa told me, no, he's crying to clean it. It's okay. Because he'll be happy again when it's over. So, you know, that was just the neatest thing. And I love it when there's thunder and lightning, because we have some of the most spectacular lightning shows in the world. We are well known around the world for the photographs that you see of the red and colorful skies with just lightning cracking across them. That's us. That's our sky, and it is the most beautiful thing. I'm the idiot that will stand out there, although I do it in rubber shoes. I'm very careful. Because it's obviously God putting on a light show. It's just so beautiful. And so unusual. Chrissy, come here, baby. Come here. And there's Spooky Doo. My little half-breed Eskimo Chihuahua mix that isn't so little anymore. He's 9 months old, and he's bigger than Chrissy now. He's solid muscle. Crazy boy. And that's my snowflake you hear. She doesn't like my big guy. She's an alpha, and she wants him out of the way because he's bigger than her. So, and Ladybug is up here on the bed, and I got Chrissy right here with her mommy. But yeah, that is my joy. I have the two things that truly make me happy in this world. No matter what, no matter how awful things can be, are Chrissy and the rain. Chrissy brings me joy because she's just a pure source of love and play. When she likes the rain too. She loves the rain because she got this pull toy. Oh my gosh! And you can literally pick her up off the ground because she locks her jaws onto them. Onto it. Stop. She locks her jaws onto it, and you lift her up and tell her do the furry fish, and she'll wiggle. She's really cute. Whoop! There goes Spooky Doo. Whoop! There you go, sugar. Here you go, sugar. Ladybug, quit being grumpy. Okay, so she's got her Foxy now, and she's a happy puppy. And I got Spooky Doo. He got himself stuck in a spot. And so everybody's in my room except my grandson. Yeah, I'm usually the dog. My daughter calls me the escalator. Because they climb up me. But luckily they're very careful and cautious, and they don't scratch, and they're just such good babies. But they bring me joy. Frosty and Snowy always brought me that joy. Go eat. You are not done. Go. Yeah, this is what I was telling you. He can't talk well. And he really shut down after what he saw his father do. I gotta pause you for 1 second so I can get his little butt back up at that table for his cereal. I have to sound scary with him. And I don't want people to think I'm really scary, because I'm actually not scary. But, especially not with a child. But Dante thinks he's running the show here. And I got news for him. I'm the alpha. Nobody runs my house. Not my husband, not my children, not my animals. I may be sick, I may be stuck in bed, but I'm the mama. If any of you remember a show called Dinosaurs, it was a cute show. The baby one would sit in the high chair and go, "Not to mama." And my kids joke about that, and they would walk around and go, "Not to mama, not to mama, da mama." So it became, I'm the mama. And I am. I'm the one that I have helped raise so many teenagers that came from troubled families, and all of them, except for a few that are, in the military, still contact me, and that's something to really look at in accomplishments in my life. I've done a lot. I have done a lot of things that people go, no way could she have done that in, her short 46 years. But I have. And my most prideful thing, and a good type of pride, is the children. It's the kids. That I raised them to be good people. None have ever been in jail. They're not on drugs. And some of them came from drug families. And dope dealing families. And yet, I got them off to college and got their lives going, and I'm very proud of that. I am. Because I didn't have a mom to teach me what a mom is. I didn't have someone to love me and hold me like that. There wasn't that loving, kind, good female figure in my life. My grandma was a wonderful woman, but very grumpy. Very, very grumpy, and not affectionate at all. She didn't like hugs and kisses. She was a truly good and loving woman. She just wasn't affectionate. My dad, my grandpa, they were affectionate. And so that's where my hugs and kisses came from. And I have some incredible memories. I don't have a lot of childhood memories because of the brain injury and the accident. But what I do have are very vivid, and sometimes I dream it and I can see it like a movie all over again. And it's wonderful. It really is when I get to see them. And for anybody that is interested, go check out my Google Plus or my Facebook, which are all under Amber Marie. Okay? eskiknits@gmail.com. That is my email. ESKIESKNITS@gmail.com. You're always welcome to email me. I check my email 50,000 times a day because it comes through and lets me know I have emails. And I'll answer. The very first chance I get, I will answer. But I'm not always negative. In fact, I'm actually a very positive person. A lot hit us over this last 2 years. We had a very rough couple of years. And 2.5 years. And now I'm trying to refocus and get back on target and understand that there is this little boy that my daughter just is. She adores her son. She does. But she lost her first child. And Dante was a surprise. And then he was 2 months premature. So they spent the first few months in the hospital. And it's been a struggle for her. And yet, I will get her on video today when she gets home. She's a beautiful, bright, happy young woman with, oh my goodness, a beautiful voice. She has the most beautiful instrument in that voice. And she always says, I got my mom's voice. No, she got mom and dad's voices. But in all honesty, she got the voice God gave her. That's her gift. And she has this way with critters. Animals. Anything furry and warm-blooded. Love my daughter. And even snakes and creepy things that I don't like. Love my daughter. I would have loved for her to become a veterinarian. But she wants to pursue the music. Here comes the grandbaby. What do you want? Is it all gone? Is it all gone? I don't do... Did you eat everything? Yes or no? Did you eat everything? Okay. Leave it where it is. And go play with your toys, please. He can't communicate. His hearing is fine. We've had it checked multiple times. They think it was just the laziness of the great-grandparents and of the father. My daughter was the only one trying to work with him, and it made things very difficult for her. Come here, baby. Let me button you. But she couldn't. It's like going against the wind. Yeah, now you see? You got alpha females. They don't want to be that close to each other. Snowflake, enough. You, ladybug, you stop. Okay, so this is really my life. I mean, I'm not editing this out. I'm not pausing through it because I want you guys to see. This is the new pups in the house establishing their dominance and everything else. But I'm not afraid to reach into a dog fight. They've all had their shots. I know what they eat. I know what they do. I take really good care of them. So I'm not going to get sick. Not from getting nipped or anything like that. And as soon as they feel that it's me, they don't bite down. And they've never broken skin on each other, but they bolster at each other like this. So this is what we do. I know Grandmama's got to knit some more, okay? So, anyway, we've had him checked for everything that we could think of. The laziness of the other half of his family is the issue. And then the trauma that he witnessed. And being, you know, Daddy's not there anymore. For 3 months, he wasn't allowed to have any contact with his father. Because we did not know if Robert would kidnap him. And we really believe he will. Because it was threatened at one point that if Sarah ever left with the baby, and he got a hold of that baby, he would take that baby and go. Now, Robert's stepmother is a wonderful woman. And his father's a good man. I've known Bobby for decades. Okay, he's putting down. From back when I sang. Oh, hold on. Let me get the puppies settled. Hold on. Now that I got all the puppies in a spot where they're happy, I have somebody with me. Can you say hi? Yeah. Okay, I'm Dante. Yeah. This is my grandbaby. This is the only one of the two I have. So, he wanted to sit in. He asked who Grandmama was talking to in his own way. And I told him that I have friends that I can't talk to for real, so I make videos and they watch them, and then they make videos and I watch them, and that's how we talk to each other. Huh, Danny? Can you say yeah? Can you say yes? You want to go? Where you want to go? Oh, no, we're not done yet. Okay, so Danny is kind of a weird tradition in our family. My son was due on Christmas, 1989, and he was born 4 days late. My daughter Sarah was due on Christmas, 1993, and she was 24 days early. She was a preemie. And then Dante was not due until, February 29th. But he was born on December 26th. So I have Christmas puppies. The human Christmas puppies. And my husband is January 2nd. He was also due on Christmas. I'm way off in June. And my oldest daughter was due on my birthday. And don't ask me how I managed all this. And she was very late because I was so tiny. And she almost died because of it. Because I could not give birth. Lay down. Spirit, go lay down. Go lay down. So, she was born August 5th. Okay, go play. Go play. Spirit, go lay down. You stop the bolster. Spirit, go lay down. I gotta pause, guys. We're about to have an argument here. Oh boy, here we go. The growling that you're hearing is Snowflake telling Spirit to stay away from me. More like stay away from her. Go lay down, baby. I've never had a dog that would do that. He came that way. So, but I figured it out. And I've got Spooky Doo trained to go get in his bed. When he's a bad boy, he has to go get in his bed. He's got a dog bed in my husband's room. Excuse the cough. This is all going to stir up the stuff in my chest again. So, good morning, Coffee. Good morning to my dad and Frosty and Snowy. And I know they're watching over us, and I hope that they see that we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Anyway, so, no, Danny, you cannot climb on Grandmama today. He is a good 40 plus pounds, and I'm not supposed to lift more than 10 pounds. So it's a struggle, but he lays his head on me and gets his back rubbed. I think, go lay down, go lay down. There's something about the way, when you don't want a child around all the time, they just want to be on top of you. Well, Danny is that he's very clingy to his mom, and he's very clingy to Grandmama, but not anyone else. And he loves his daddy. He does. He loves Robert. And we now have it set up where, as long as Trish and Bobby are there, Robert can see the baby for 2 hours a week. I'm okay with that. But he has to be supervised. That or it's court supervision. And that costs $100 a week. And so, I will not allow him alone with the child. And I know Trish will not let him take off with the baby. Because she knows that would kill Sarah and it would kill me. And when I got a hold of Robert, I'd kill him and end up in prison. Because this baby he is my daughter's reason for living. Go. Go. Scooch. Go play. Get your toys. So, yeah, the happy for me, the rain. Chrissy, here's my happy snow baby. Snowy and Frosty were always my happy. I could cry into Snowy's mane when I needed to, and he would just lay there and put up with me. I've got to find a way to post the last picture I got with him. He was laying in bed with me, and you can see how big this Esky was in comparison to me. And I'm 5'6" now. I used to be 5'7", but you know this generation, I'm getting shorter. And he was a big boy, but he wasn't as big as he looked, because that was hair that was 6 to 8 inches off of his body. He was just the coolest pup. And I have video footage of him. I've been trying to post it for years, but I haven't been able to get it out, so I'll get it up. So you can see how calm and sweet he was. So, anyway, I will post a real video later. I wanted to let all of you know that, for those of you who think I'm always down and everything is always bad, I get at least a dozen days a year of really happy, because I can smell my creosote in my rain. And I get those childhood memories and that cool air. Summer rain is beautiful here, but winter rain is, it's the prettiest thing. It really is. So, I'll see you all in a bit. Bye.